Welcome back to Name Me 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of Adam Sandler's new comedy special, we're looking back at one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore is a 1996 American sports comedy film starring Billy Madison, Daryl Dickinson from Thelma and Louise, Claire Dunphy from Modern Family, Apollo Creed, Zoolander, and the late great host of The Price is Right, bitch. The story starts with the titular character who is a short-tempered, unsuccessful hockey player who has a powerful slapshot but can't skate, who comes home from another failed tryout to be dumped by his girlfriend. The next day, he learns that his grandmother owes the IRS $270,000 in back taxes, and she has 90 days to pay them off, or else they'll foreclose on her house. He then sends her to a secretly abusive nursing home until he can figure out how to pay off her debt. While repossessing his grandmother's furniture, some movers challenge him to a long drive contest with his grandfather's golf clubs, and using a slapshot, he shoots the ball over 400 yards 3 times in a row and earns $40. So he decides to hustle golfers at the driving range to make money. While there, he runs into a former pro golfer who lost his hand to an alligator attack and gets convinced to enter a local tournament where the prize is an automatic spot on the pro tour. He wins the local tournament and becomes a fan favorite on the tour, and also meets Shooter McGavin, who hates his lack of golf etiquette. Though his drives are fantastic, his putting sucks and his temper gets the best of him, almost getting him kicked off tour, if not for being saved by the new golf PR woman due to his rating spike on television and among fans. Obviously, she becomes the love interest. Shooter hires a guy to heckle him while on a pro-am with Bob Barker, and he ends up getting knocked the fuck out by Bob Barker, resulting in a suspension for a month and a fine. Love interest PR lady gets him a Subway endorsement in the meantime to help make up for his lost revenue, but the IRS still puts his grandmother's house up for auction, to which Shooter outbids him for. They then make a bet for the upcoming championships. If he wins, he gets the house back. If Shooter wins, he quits the tour. He seeks out his old golf pro coach, who teaches him how to putt at a mini golf course. At the championships, Shooter and him are on the same card. Shooter hired the heckler again, who drives a car and runs him over, impairing his slapshot drives and focus. On the 18th hole, they're tied, but right before he tries to putt for the win, a damaged television tower hit by the car falls onto the putting green, so he uses his putt-putt skills to sink the putt and win. And that's Happy Gilmore and a Namely 90s Minute. More or less. Join us again next Tuesday for another Namely 90s Minute. Remember, you can always hear these a day early in full episodes of Namely 90s on all major podcasting platforms. And most of the small ones, too. Please subscribe and do all the other YouTube things. Bell ringing, share like a scribes, that sort of stuff, and we'll catch you next time.